man. Well, for one thing, man, I got a movement out this world, man. You know what I'm saying? They calling me the mayor or the governor or something around there, motherfucker. I got so many behind me, man. It's just ridiculous, man.
D-Nasty, man, shout to them RichLord, man. My guy pulled this off in 2 hours, man. He called all these goons out in 2 hours, man. That's a movement.
And that's for the fruit niggas, man, that just didn't have shit to do, you know what I'm talking about? We way laughing at my whole city, man. Fuck around, crash your club, your party, or event, your show, man. 100, you feel me? For real, easy, man. Then have 100 in the parking lot waiting on a nigga to walk out that bitch, man. You feel me? Yeah, man. Shout out to all them white lords and concrete cartel, man. Conservatives, and my motherfucking little brother, man. The motherfucker, all the mean, them ghost mob brothers all over the city, I fuck with them, man.
About the only number you need to remember is that it has been open for 15 months and we've had 2 homicides here already.
Just 2 weeks ago, a Memphis rapper, RichLord, was shot here. He died from injuries this week.
Let them bitches know, man, RichLord, my status, man. I don't know nothing about this. All that shit, that's cool, that's fine and dandy, man. Would you hear me? It's my motherfucking status, man. The motherfucking bands, man. The motherfucking blue boards, man. Like a nigga cripple or something.
Bankroll like you Avalon or something?
Yeah, man, like I had a flip around this motherfucker. Yeah, I'm still big rich vice lord, you hear me? Yeah, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, we bullshit with them.
Can they chief do that?
They chief ain't doing none of this shit, not even a minuscule amount of this shit, man. You hear me? This is just one play today, bitch ass nigga.
That's a nice save.
Imagine what we putting up, man. This is nice saves and I'm a life save. You dig what I'm talking about? Little niggas, man. Yeah, man, the real big vice lord around this motherfucker, man. Yeah, I ain't beefing with nobody, man, cause you know we eat that all day, man. You hear me? Vegetarian, man. Nothing but the green, man. You know what I'm talking about?
Asparagus on you. Yeah. All the Celtic, green and white.
Broccoli extra sloppy, please. You dig what I'm talking about? Yeah, man, the blue cheese in my white.
Just when you come to the city, man, you know, I ain't gonna say nobody just run the city of Memphis, man, cause, you know, Memphis is a real savage city, you dig what I'm saying? But it's certain people, it's certain organizations, certain groups that just putting on, and you know what I'm saying, the way they carry themselves throughout the city just got a more dominating presence than others, you know what I'm saying? And you know the people I run with, man, you know, the RichLord cartel, man, they got their presence in the city, man, you know what I'm saying? We just too many of them little motherfuckers running around. You see what I'm saying? But you know what I'm saying? You can't miss them, man. Anywhere you go, you gonna see one or 2 or 3, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man. Personally, bro. Cause all my people yelling if you yelling, man. No telling, man. Yeah, man. We don't know nothing, man. Conceal, man. Damn, man.
Yeah, man. Memphis, Tennessee, man. One white hater right now, put it down, man. These real white lords out here, man. These RichLord, man. White lord trying to get rich, man. That's all it is, man. TVLN, man. Free country, man. Free big dude, man. Yeah, white lord, man. Real white lord, man. These real white lords out here, man. Ain't no fakers, man. No fakers, no
Big T. From 14 and 15, I dropped 3 mixtapes. You know, I got another one I'm about to drop. Like in a couple of months, it's gonna come out. You know what I'm saying? I'm just working, man. You know what I'm saying? Cause I know that work pay off, and it's just something I love to do. This really the lifestyle I live anyway. So it's just easy to put it in the music and just, you know what I'm saying? It's just simple.
Man, I'm so sick of people asking me, man, will you please tell these people, like, you know, you've been buzzing in the streets and all that. Just tell them where you come from, where you started from, how long you been rapping, you know, all of the stories, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah, well, I'm from the Haven, man. I'm from Memphis, Tennessee, first of all. When we zero that in, I'm from the Haven. Zero in a little bit more, man. I'm from the 2 line to be exact, you know what I'm saying? That's across the tracks, man. 38109 area code, you dig what I'm saying? Yeah, right next to Westwood, Lake Regard, and all that good shit, man. Yeah, I'm from that good old jigs right there, 2 line. We call it the fast line, you hear me? Cause we were getting that money quick, you know what I'm talking about?
Just like that.
MOBB used to be my homeboy. We did a lot of shit together. I know plenty of shit he done did. He know how we get down. He know plenty of shit I done did, but I don't know, somewhere along the line, dude just started hating on me, you know what I'm saying? And just really showing he don't fuck with a nigga like that. He got jealous of the movement, really, because all the brothers, I mean, I fuck with these folks for real, you know what I'm saying? Just on the real, you young mob, bro. You triple them or something, you know what I'm saying? You with that, bro, we vice lord, you heard me? That's how we is, you heard me? The whole, everything we got going is vice lord, man. We fuck with Crips, we fuck with Blood, we fuck with GDs. I got GDs all in my family, my whole family. Plenty of my nigga Blood, man. I love my Crip nigga. You know what I'm saying? One of my cousins, he OG on break, man. You heard me? Over all them young niggas. This is my blood relative, you heard me? You know what I'm saying? Man, I fuck with everybody, but this thing of ours, man, it's vice lord, bro. You know what I'm saying? So it won't be no other shit going on. You know, brother let shit happen to niggas that was vice lord and just sit there and watch, because he with that other stuff. You know what I'm talking about? And I don't know where bro hate came from, but the body supporting a nigga, you know what I'm saying? It be little shit coming back to me, he just said, but you know, I still love dude. I love his grind he got going and everything, you know what I'm saying? But nah, I don't fuck with, he don't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure I heard plenty of people come back and tell me what he can say, you know what I'm saying? So, it ain't no hatred though, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no beef.
Real tough.
Can't be that, I've been knowing him too long. We see each other all the time. When I see him, I still shake over with him. Say what's up, you heard me?
Yeah.
He just with some other shit right now. Some shit we ain't got going on, you heard me?
Real
yeah,
tough.
we still JYD. You did one time.
The club was connected to 2 murders. They had 64 illegal activity calls to police in the 15 months that it was open before it was shut down. But what kind of led up to this club being shut down here is back in June, the local rapper RichLord was shot and killed here. That led to a police raid at this location where they found guns and drugs here. So they closed it down.
All right, moving on, a lot happening tonight. Thanks for joining us. I'm Richard Ransom.
And I'm Katina Rankin. Let's start with this Memphis strip club now. It was raided by police. It has been shut down and it has been declared a public nuisance. Now, we know why.
It's a story you saw first on our Local 24 News app. Police say there have been several shootings inside and outside the V-Live Memphis club. 2 people have died, multiple others hurt.
And V-Live, it sits at the corner of Mendenhall and Winchester in Hickory Hill. And Local 24's Jenny DePrizio is live with what investigators have revealed. Jenny, break it down for us.
Well, you know, the club opened up just 15 months ago, and District Attorney Amy Wyrick says ever since then, there have been problems.
About the only number you need to remember is that it has been open for 15 months and we've had 2 homicides here already.
Shelby County District Attorney Amy Wyrick says the homicides were one of the reasons this place was declared a nuisance. In addition, Memphis police responded to 64 calls regarding illegal activity.
It's countless phone calls to the Memphis Police Department, wasting and using their resources on this one property over and over and over again.
Just 2 weeks ago, a Memphis rapper, RichLord, was shot here. He died from injuries this week. In May, a woman was shot in the parking lot during a gang-related fight. And last year, rapper Yo Gotti was hosting an after party when club patrons fired shots and a stray bullet hit and killed a passing motorist. The owners live in Detroit. They're scheduled to appear in court next week. Go. Now, it has been reported that Yo Gotti would be having an after party here tonight after his show at the FedEx Forum. Of course, he is a rapper. And at that, right now, we don't know if that was a factor in the decision to shut down the club here today.
Almost exactly a year after Memphis superstar Yo Gotti's big brother, Anthony Big Jook Mims, was killed in January of 2023, the mayor of Memphis, Paul Young, would ask to sit down with some of the city's gang leaders and the efforts to try to persuade them to stop shooting for just 7 days. That effort would come after a record-breaking 398 homicides that would occur in Memphis in the year of 2023. That number would be a noticeable jump from the 190 homicides that would be reported 5 years ago in 2019, when Derrick "RichLord" Harris would lose his life in one of Memphis's most popular strip clubs. During the course of research for this episode, I would stumble upon several lists of the top cities that are plagued by gangs, and on one of those specific lists, they would have the city of Memphis as number 7. But personally, when I think about it, besides Los Angeles and somewhere like Chicago, I would have to put Memphis right there, or maybe New York, with the rise in gangs within the last 20 to 25 years. But in 2021, the Justice Department would declare that there were approximately 102 gangs with more than 13,000 gang members within the city of Memphis alone. In a city filled with neighborhood gangs and hybrid cliques, it's also the home of 4 of the biggest nationwide gangs: the Bloods, the Crips, the Gangsta Disciples, and the Vice Lords. And one of the strongest of those hybrid groups in the city would be the JYD, or the Junkyard Dogs faction of the traveling Vice Lords, of which Derrick RichLord Harris, or D Nasty, depending on how you know him, was the face of the group. He would emerge from the Whitehaven section of Memphis that is also known as Black Haven, or BHZ. And in the Haven, Derrick D Nasty Harris was Lord. Now, for those not in the city of Memphis, his face possibly looks familiar from an incident involving Shy Glizzy's chain back in 2015, when it would apparently be snatched in Memphis after Shy Glizzy didn't check in, with RichLord being the person that he was allegedly supposed to check in with. Now, during that time in Memphis, he would have one of the strongest presences in the city for somebody that didn't have a record deal or was famous. In that same year, he would release his debut self-titled project, RichLord, that would feature a lot of the top artists in the city. Black Youngster would be featured on it 3 times. The project would also feature Moneybagg Yo, Boo Dirty, Zedzilla, Calico Jones, just to name a few. And looking back at it now, with Memphis, seemed like it split into 2 separate factions. RichLord was actually the first well-known artist to actually diss Young Dolph when he would release the track With the Shits on that same album. And just to try to put it into perspective of how early that was, this would be a whole year before King Dolph would drop the King of Memphis album in 2016, that most people believe really turned up the beef between Dolph and Gotti, with Gotti already claiming to be the King of Memphis. And this was also a year before Black Youngster would begin dissing Young Dolph with songs like Shake Something in 2016. RichLord and another man by the name of Marquise Hyman will both be shot at the popular V-Live strip club in Memphis on June 10th, 2019. While his associate Marquise Hyman would survive the shooting, RichLord would die from his injuries 15 days later on June 25th at Regional 1 Health. And since his death in 2019, a year when Memphis would have 190 homicides, like most urban cities, those numbers would skyrocket the very next year when everything opened back up from COVID, and they would have a record-breaking 333 homicides. The city would again break the record number for homicides the year after that, in 2021, with 342, only to see it drop by 13% in 2022, with 303. Now, we all know how violent it was last year with the so-called war in Memphis going on, with Big Jook losing his life. And 5 years after RichLord's death and no suspects in his murder, could he possibly be the first of many associates of either CMG or PRE to lose their lives in this war?